I feel like this is one of those Disney Channel original movies that, like, it's raved about like crazy on TikTok, and everyone in the world will be like, oh my god, like, they talk about this movie like it was the most, like, it's literally like this popular High School Musical. Meanwhile, back in like 2010 when it first aired, I felt like this was probably one of the most underrated Disney Channel DComs, and no one ever talked about it. But low-key, I feel like it was ahead of its time. And maybe I'm just saying this because I grew up being a fangirl for the majority of the 2010s, but I feel like this movie is also the reason why I'm as delusional as I am. And the reason why I like love romance, like rom-coms and romance novels, and just like I'm a huge softie when it comes to romance at heart. Not to mention, like, the music from this movie, immaculate, immaculate, immaculate. They had such bop after bop after bop. Low key, the movie was ahead of its time. Cause like I remember like the one girl that was like obsessed, the one obsessed, like them, her sister and the other girl being like such obsessed fans, and I was like, that's kind of weird. Meanwhile, like a year later, I would become obsessed with Justin Bieber. So I get it. I feel like it was ahead of its time. I feel like this movie recognized us fangirls before we realized it ourselves. Not to mention, I mean, like, let's be serious. I feel like we all had a crush on Christopher Wilde when we were kids. Like, and honestly, I also low-key, and Chad Dylan Cooper, because, like, I feel like Christopher Wilde and Chad Dylan Cooper were like this. Like, if there was one thing Sterling Knight was going to do, he knew how to play a celebrity. He was going to eat up that role. Like, I feel like we just did not appreciate him enough. And, like, the enemies to lovers that they served, immaculate, immaculate. We have no choice but to say in this movie.